Two home games against teams at opposite ends of the tables. We tried to keep this unbeaten home run going. It's been incredible so far. Welcome in, folks, to episode 6 of Treasure Hunter here on Football Manager 23. I'm Russ. Today we have two home games for you, as I said. One is against top of the table Ipswich, and then we are playing near the bottom of the table Burton at home. Since you guys were last with us and you saw the Cheltenham Southampton game, we did get knocked out of the Carabao Cup. We did have a very good game, if I'm totally honest. I know the ratings won't say much there, 6.2, 6.3s around for some of the players, but only losing 2-0 to Brighton is not too shabby, and we kept them at bay to the 37th minute as well. And since then, we've only won the two league games and drawn the rest of them. So it was a draw, 1-1 draw with Accrington, a 1-1 draw with Wickham. We beat Morecambe 2-0. We beat MK Dons 4-2. Pivotal game that, as MK Dons are in the playoff hunt with us. And the most recent game, we drew 0-0 with Lincoln. That leaves us 4th in the league still. We are on 60 points, 9 points behind Ipswich. If we can beat them, we can go 6 points behind them. But if Oxford win, we are going to be 7 points behind them at the top of the table. So it is pivotal that we win this and the other teams around us drop all those points. We're 7 points clear of MK Dons, who are in 7th place there. So I think we're on course really to finish within the playoffs. We're doing so good. Burton are down here in 21st. I think we can pick up a win in that second game. Transfers then. We have brought in a couple of players. And we've loaned a few of the young players out. Well, one young player out. You knew that McDonald had already left us. Edwards Stryjewski has gone to Taunton for £2,000 total fee. So a little bit of money coming in for that loan deal. And then the money we have spent, we've brought in a defender to start with. Scott Dan, 36 years old. I know he's an old player, but we needed that extra body at the back. We've only paid £1,000 for him as well. He's 2.5 star current ability, 2.5 star potential player. So even if he works out well for us for 6 months, we ship him on. It's just that body that we need at the back. And the other player joining us, we picked him up on a free from Dover, is Brandon Pierick. 2-star current ability, 5-star potential player. That's why we brought him in. Plays up here on that right wing attacking position. We have the inside forward there, don't we, with the tactics, so that's why we brought him in. He's quite a nippy little player. Acceleration of 14, pace of 14. I'm going to work on some of these other aspects of his game, especially if we want him to play the inside forward on attack. He needs to improve on his finishing in first touches. So hopefully we can do that with him. So let's jump straight into the Ipswich game. If we can get a draw here, I will be happy. Ipswich are such a strong team, and in the other two games we played them, they have beat us. So team we're putting out there to hold strong, keep this unbeaten home record going, is Austin in goal, back four of Gibbons, Dan, Quansai and Hall. Coots at the base of this midfield, Mahoney and Finley in front of him, Evans in Pierick supporting Coburn up front. I think we can get a draw here. I mean, I said it as we were setting the team up. We are good enough to compete with them. We are very, very strong at the Memorial Stadium, with the fans behind us all singing as well. I think we can definitely get a goal or two here. If we beat them, brilliant. If we draw, it's still a positive result for us. And 10 minutes on the clock, and it is 2 shots for us, 1 for Ipswich, as we have a throw-in. Gibbon gives it to Coburn. Coburn's out on that wing at the moment, needs to go back into the centre. Scott Dan gives it to Quansai. We've got space on the right-hand side. Can we use it? We go to Finley, tips it into Pierick. Pierick turns, goes back to Finley. Now we're trying on that left-hand side. Maybe not. We're staying in the centre. We've got options going forward, and we found Mahoney, who's got into the box, but it was just a heavy touch and nearly a mistake from the Ipswich defence and goalkeeper there, and they get away with it. But Quansai steps in, wins the ball, gives it to Dan. Dan into Coots. Coots needs to do his playmakery goodness here and try and find an opening for us. It's not happening for us at the moment, although Mahoney's got it. Feeds it into Coburn. Coburn into Evans. Evans, oh, what a beautiful goal that was. He struck that with the outside of his boot with so much power and straight past the Ipswich goalkeeper and into the back of the net. Bristol Rovers 1, Ipswich 0. That's the start we wanted, wasn't it, lads? Brilliant, absolute brilliant start for us. Coburn connecting well with the shadow striker. I love this tactic. It is so good. I mean, I don't know how good it's going to be in the Championship and the Premiership if we get there, but down here it works so well. Ipswich put that corner in, it's gone through absolutely everybody. And Coburn's there to win the ball. Loses the ball. The danger isn't clear. Can we get it clear now? Oh, John Jules heads it wide. We had him at Birmingham. Such a good player in this game, especially down for League 2, League 1, down in the Championship. Gets you lots of goals. As we float that ball straight across, I say float it, we drilled it. We got no one on that right-hand side. We had Hall up so far up the pitch. I know he's on the instruction to be the attacking wing back. They feed that through. They're in the box now. Gossin needs to save this one. Luckily, it hits our player and goes over the crossbar. We need to get Rover's head on this one. Get it clear. Come on, lads. Mike's gone a little bit dry from talking so much. In goes the corner. We have got it clear. Empiric's got his head onto it. It's not a powerful enough head, but the highlight does end there, which is good for us. We are coming at the end of this first half. Thought we were going to have a highlighter there, but no, it's down this end. Another corner for Ipswich. Can we do the same again, lads? Oh, Austin steps in nicely to clutch the ball. And nothing's coming of that highlight, although we have a free kick here. Mahoney's on this one. Can he whip it round the wall? He does. Oh, and it goes in. Get in there. Bristol Rovers 2, Ipswich 0, just before half-time as well. That's going to be a huge confidence boost for us. Well struck free kick as well. The keeper just did not do it, just pushed it into the roof of the net. Half-time whistle goes. We'll say that to the boys. What can we do tactic-wise in what they called Russ substitutions? I'm thinking we keep the same boys on for the time being. Hall is looking a little bit tired, so we'll give him to the hour and then we'll take him off. I think we need to work on his stamina in training. He does seem to tire quite quickly. I know he's running up and down that right defence, getting so far forward, and then having to come back as well. We got the highlight here. Coots feeds that through. Coburn controlled it, lad. Why do you not control it? And there's Mahoney stepping in to win the ball. It was a loose pass in a wild shot. He should have hit it along the ground instead of trying to go for that top corner. He's trying to go for the top corner of the stand, wasn't he, in the end? Right, let's make that substitution at the back. And I think Coots is going to have to come off too. What have we got on the bench that can come on? So I think Power comes on for Coots. Finley drops there, so Power goes into the midfield. And Connolly comes on at right back. That's the two changes for now. Give these boys an instruction, just a little bit of encouragement. I want to go for a third goal here. We have been threatening for it. Ipswich out on that left-hand side. I think Vincent Young used to play for Peterborough, if I remember rightly. I had him in, I think it was 20, FM20. Check Instagram for that team there. It was before I was creating any content here on YouTube. And if you are finding this video and haven't subscribed or liked the video yet, do so. It just helps the algorithm, helps the channel out growing as well, as our Ipswich headed the ball right over the bar, never troubling our goalkeeper. We're currently at 253 subscribers. We want to get to that 500, don't we? Just so we can start monetizing the channel if possible. We need to make a couple of substitutions. We're coming out to the last 10 minutes of the game. Evans is injured, so we will bring Marquis on just to stay strong for the remainder of the game. Coburn is also looking tired. I think who have we got that can come on there? I don't really have anyone who can play where Marquis is. Take Mahoney off, bring Anderson on there, and then I think do we bring Roster on for Finley? No, I think we keep it like that. We just do the 4 substitutions for this match. Or if we need to take someone off in the last 10 minutes, we will do. Just to waste seconds and minutes at the end of the game. As though we have the ball now. Gibbons chips that forward, finds Coburn. Coburn's absolutely shattered. He needs a break for the next game. He's in the box. Puts the cross in, but it hits the Ipswich player. Coburn's head is down to Finley. Finley at the edge of the box. As a shot. He saw his name in lights then, didn't he? Straight over the crossbar. Let's make this final substitution as we have 90 seconds on the clock. It will be Bogard on for Dan. That should just waste it there. And we do pick up a 2-0 win against Ipswich, keeping this home run alive. What a performance from us. Ipswich peppered our goal in the end of it, but we just held strong. We were the better team when it comes to finishing. Keeps us in 4th place at the moment and 6 points behind Ipswich. Oxford drew their game. Let's go to Burton. Well, Burton's coming to us, aren't they? Let's go and play Burton and beat them. Quite a few changes then from the team that beat Ipswich, and the team we're putting out there for the Burton game is Austin in goal, a back four of Gordon, Gibson, Tilt in Hall, Coots at the base midfield with Anderson and Finley in front of him, and then a changed front three with Collins, Sinclair and Marquis leading the line. Anderson is only capable of playing 75 minutes, so we probably will take him off around the hour mark. The team is strong, confidence is flowing through the mem at the moment. The fans singing Goodnight Irene every game. I think we can pick up another win here. We're so strong here. And especially you're beating top of the table. We're going to ride that crest, aren't we? Hopefully get a couple of goals in this one. And at the moment it has been Burton all round. We've had 3 shots compared to our 1. Although we've just registered our first shot on target and it's not really tipped the XG meter. Half an hour gone and still nothing to note. So we're going to give the boys some encouragement. I think we need to encourage them to go forward and grab this game. As the first highlight is Burton Albion with the ball from a goal kick. And we've got none of our players really in any position to win it. Collins has managed to get the ball back, gives it to Anderson. And Collins needs to get forward now. He's a shadow striker who doesn't need to be that deep. Gibson into Anderson. Anderson feeds it to Marquis. Marquis puts it across to Sinclair. Scott Sinclair, get in there. Oh, it's been ruled off. I was a poet, and yet the goal gets ruled off. We know how dangerous we are. If we can find those passes a little bit more in the second half, we are definitely going to get some goals. But there goes the first half whistle for half time. Let's say that to the boys. I don't want to discourage them too much. I'm guessing Hall's looking pretty ropey at the moment. We'll give him an hour and then take him off. We've now registered 5 shots on target. We just have a poor XG though. We need to find something, don't we? Let's give the boys some more encouragement. We've got a free kick here. Nope. Me clicking that one resulted in the highlight ending. And now we make those substitutions. So Gibbons can come on it right back and Mahoney can come on there. I think that's all we can do. That's all we want to do really at the moment. We'll go to 75 minutes, then make a couple more substitutions. Let's shift to the attacking mentality. I know we're capable of a goal. Mahoney with a free kick here. Floats this one into Tilt. Tilt hits the crossbar. I think he's offside anyway, the way the players are rushing off. Is it going to be our day? Are we going to get a goal here? Because at the moment it doesn't look like it is going to happen. Yeah, we need to make substitutions. Scott Dan can come on for Tilt. Power can come on for Coots and swap with Finley. And then the last change, we'll do this. Pirrick can come on for Sinclair. 10 minutes left to go. Throw in for Burton Albion. They throw it in deep. Dan's there with the head into Collins. Gives it to Mahoney. We need to shift our players quickly up the pitch. And at the moment, we're just doing one-touch passing. Pirrick with the ball turns. Gives it to Gibbons. You've got space, lad. Run. Or put it into Pirrick, which you do. Pirrick, I thought he'd trying to pass them, but no, he's just creating a little bit of space for himself. Gibbons puts the cross to Pirrick. Pirrick's heads over to Collins. That's in. That's not offside. Bristol Rovers 1. Burton Albion 0. We're going back down to positive mentality. We're praising these boys. That was a lovely worked goal down that right-hand side. And we've got 3 minutes left to go for another victory at home. 4 minutes, time added on. There goes the full-time whistle. 6 points picked up in this episode. Beating top of the table as well. What a team. We'll say that to them. They weren't at their best, were they? But they got the result at the end of the day, and that's what matters. Wow. What a team we've got here so far. And with, 13 games left to go, 10 points clear of Sheffield Wednesday. I think we're going to be in the hunt for this playoff, definitely. I mean, at the moment we're in a chase for automatic. We're 5 points behind Oxford, 6 behind Ipswich. It's definitely between us 4 teams to whether or not we're going to win the league. I mean, who would have thought Bristol Rovers being up there with the way things are set up at the moment? But it's this tactic, I think, it is working so well for us. When do we come back then? We've got Forest Green Rovers and Portsmouth here, but it's not far ahead, is it? Enough, in my opinion. I think we come back for the Plymouth and the Charlton game, and that should see us through then to hopefully getting into the end of the season. If you enjoyed that, guys, drop a big thumbs up on the video for me. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already done so. And as always, folks, thank you very much for watching.